Welcome to iGlobal Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Since the Australian dollar took a U-turn back here in the low 74 region, we have witnessed an interesting bullish case emerge, even though we've been a couple of dojis inside this upside challenge. The call was to 76 cents, and at this stage the market did get to that level overnight after posting a high of 76.05. Currently trading just shy of the 76 handle, it is assessed any renewed upside attempts should fail again. And from the challenge, as you can see, I'm looking at a supply zone, or where the bears are harboring, is that we fell 25 pips, and from that sell-off looks towards now the support at 75.45. If we see further bearishness into this market, then we could even be seeing a downside objective to 73, 75, 85 eventually being claimed. It was a relatively quiet night for Euro overnight, and as you can see, the market is actually still poised for a further down test, even though we are getting extremely oversold and slight bullish divergence on the Euro RSI. At present, we would need to clear 118.10 to get further momentum to the upside to 118.65.75. But what is concerning is the fact is that the market still, at this present, is a little bit cautious of the current strength that the US dollar has been displaying. The overnight high for the dollar index was at 93.48 and still holding to an objective of 95. Therefore, could see the euro reach its target, as I mentioned here, at 116.60.65. The dollar yen is slightly weakened overnight, even though the US did reclaim some of its minor losses, and now easing out of an overbought condition. Currently, the market has dropped away from the 111.25 and is looking now towards this uptrend at 110.10.15, with the immediate support seen at 110.55. Later today, we have the market to turn its attention to the Fed's May minutes. This can give us a little indication of what the Fed meeting is thinking in terms of new expectations of a possible faster pace of rate hikes. It is viewed the Fed's preferred measure of inflation currently sits around 1.9%, just shy of its central bank's target of 2%. It is my view that the market is looking for a 100% rate hike priced in for June to get further comfortability of the direction of the dollar in terms of its bullishness. I believe the market may hike in June, so I'm viewing that the dollar will continue its path, as I mentioned, to 95 as an objective. On the day, though, any challenges towards 110.10 of this uptrend at 10.15 should draw the bulls back into the market, and I expect to see it eventually rebound from this level and look up towards the objective around 114 figure 50. In the last 12 to 24 hours, the pound hasn't gone pretty much hardly anywhere, but still focusing towards the target around the 133 region. At this point, I'm not overly bearish, even though the Brexit talks have resumed. And also tonight, we have the release of the Consumer Price Index for the UK. It is expected to remain unchanged of its forecast of 2.5% year over year, while the core CPI is seen easing down to 2.2% from 2.3%. As I mentioned, I'm not overly bearish on the pound at these levels, so even though the support is caved in slightly at 134.45, we could see a rebound in the coming hours. Talking of no little direction, even the gold played the same role overnight, since stabbing the low of 1,281. At present, the momentum is slightly better and actually showing upside potential to a target around the break level of 1,300, with the immediate level seen at 97. The gold has got a lot of work to do on the upside, and with slight geopolitical risks coming back into the market as President Trump did actually comment this morning that he has doubts whether the US and North Korea summit will take place. It was also mentioned that the China talks were also not pleasing to the US, but he feels that it's a start and see what can come out of that. But support on the day for gold is seen at 88. Impressively, silver is still holding to a relatively bullish case, and as you can see now, it's taken out 55 and looking up towards the next target of around 70 to 85. Dips now to be shallow and sees the support around 40. My view on oil was the fact is I was looking for confirmation, and we haven't got that. So therefore, the $72 a barrel level could actually start to diminish, and therefore see a target back to 69.5 or towards this trend line around, now viewed at 65. But overall, from a technical point, I'm not bullish. So therefore, I do expect to see weakness coming back into West Texas crude. So that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.